Hi, my name is Joe Yarshin, and thank you for tuning in to Kick in the Rear podcast. The Real Estate Investment Review, the goal of this podcast is to review books related to real estate, business, and entrepreneurship to help you with your real estate journey. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Welcome in to Kick in the Rear podcast, episode 29. My name is Joe Yarshin, and today on the episode, we're going to be reviewing The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. This is a mindset book. It is a very short little book. So without further ado, let's get into it. Jumping right in, this is a mindset book. It's very short. So that being said, on page 8, I wrote down, there's a quote here. It says, "Success is the progressive realization of a worthy deal." And another quote here, it says, "The opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it is conformity." So on page 9, goes back to, now let's get back to our definition of success. Who succeeds? The only person who succeeds is the person who's progressively realizing a worthy idea. So it is the person who says, I'm going to become this, and then begins to work towards that goal. On page 11, talks about what separates the people that are successful versus not, and that's goals. So the difference is goals. Some of us have goals, some don't. People with goals succeed because they know where they are going. It's that simple. On page 12, we become what we think about. On page 13, I underline this. It says, in the Bible, you'll read in Mark 9-23, "If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth." So I like that one. Page 14, going in that same vein, the great law, briefly and simply stated, is if you think in negative terms, you'll get a negative results. If you think in positive terms, you will achieve positive results. So believe and succeed. On page 16, I underlined a quote here just that I thought was impactful. Familiarity breeds contempt. Ties into what they're saying here on page 15 and 16. So on page 20, it says, "For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction." That's a quote by Sir Isaac Newton. Simply stated, as it applies to you and me, it means we can achieve nothing without paying the price. So on page 21, there's another Bible quote, "As ye sow, so shall ye reap." So reap what you sow, basically. Your limitations are self-imposed, rising above narrow-minded pettiness and prejudice. On page 22, I have several things underlined, but the ones I want to focus on, ideas are worthless unless we act upon them. I know Grant Cardone talks about that a lot in his social media content and in his writing. And then tying into Think and Grow Rich, there's some tips here on how to achieve your goals, and that's like a 30-day plan. And the first of that plan is to write on a card what you want more than anything, and repeat it daily at night, and keep that card with you throughout the day. A single goal and clearly defined goal. There's a quote here by Matthew 7, also from the Bible: "Cast not your pearls before swine, lest they trample them and turn again and rend you." So interesting quote there. On page 23, goals written on your card every chance you can during the day and just before going to bed at night. Goes into that 30-day plan of your goal setting. On page 24, remember these words from the Sermon on the Mount and remember them well. Keep them constantly before you this month during your tests. So in this 30-day, it says, "Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. And for everyone that asketh, receiveth." So on page 25, Earl Nightingale recommends reading Think and Grow Rich, The Magic of Believing, and Wake Up and Live. So on page 27, I underlined success here. Success is not the result of making money. Earning money is the result of success, and success is in direct proportion to our service. So acknowledging that service is important in achieving success. And that really wraps up the book there. Short and sweet, but I wanted to review this one. A friend of mine recommended it to me, and colleague of mine. So Bippity Boppity Investment Property. We'll see you next week. And if you like this podcast, please like, share, leave a review, and see you next time.